Welcome back, everybody! Welcome to the losers final of the SoloDota Championships. We have SexySoul versus Zireael.
Prepare for
First
battle.
game, Queen of Pain versus Queen of Pain. On the Radiant side, SexySoul opens with 2 Iron Branches and a Null Talisman. Take a good look. On the Dire side, we have Zireael with his own Queen of Pain. 1 Null Talisman, 4 Tangos. Take a good look. We're showcasing the hero, the wings, the textures. Dota 2 is a beautiful game. It's all going to come down to who gets the block. And also, who is more comfortable controlling the wave with their last hits and such. We have some fans
30
cheering in the
seconds
Twitch
to
chat,
battle.
looking for the Italian champion SexySoul. Where are my Zireael fans at? Either way, we're gonna get some interesting Dota underway. 10 seconds. There goes the horn.
The battle begins.
Here we go! And the pressure for the creep block. Losers finals. Whoever wins this is gonna go up against LSD, who is just a complete monster. Both players looking very good here on the blocks. Almost too good. And it's gonna be a neutral creep wave location. As we see both heroes just feeling each other out. Making sure nobody gets a lead here.
No.
But the dire range creep did die first, so there's gonna be some movement migrating towards the side of the dire. 2 range creeps, SexySoul trying to destroy him with the blink, but he doesn't quite get it. The Shadow Strike retaliates with a Shadow Strike of his own. But the thing is, SexySoul doesn't have regen yet. He's faring a Healing Salve to him. Zireael with 4 tangos is pretty happy with this, I think. Ooh, but that right-click damage is very strong. Queen of Pain, 66 damage versus 64. But SexySoul is forced to play his opponent's high ground. But we've seen him in this situation before. Oh, a dagger. Oh, and the blink didn't destroy it. Can't be too happy about that. SexySoul now throwing his blink to get away from that harassment. Both players fairly even on last hits, but it does favor SexySoul, who's at 5-4. And Zireael, the 3-2 score, trying to make something happen.
Denied.
SexySoul popping his Healing Salve, he might get the whole duration here. The players kind of ignoring each other, just the last hit. The position does favor SexySoul. And look at this. Zireael is going to find a top bounty rune. That's going to be very nice for him.
Worthy tribute.
SexySoul doesn't know what kind of rune is waiting for him at bottom. So he's just going to try to get that bottle as soon as possible. He's about 4 last hits away from it. 3 last hits. And a fairly quiet game. Both players kind of just chilling it out. But Zireael gets a dagger onto SexySoul, who does not have any regen right now and is still working on that bottle. There's the last hit. Had 2 last hits for his bottle. Both players just taking it slow in this game 1. I feel like that's what Zireael wanted to do in the first game 1, but LSD just blew full force out of that gate. It was just kind of too much, and that momentum he carried into the second game, the Wind Ranger. So there is a lot of pressure here on Zireael, and even if he does win this game, he's going to have to fight LSD once again. SexySoul, on the other hand, had a nice break. He was able to watch his opponents, kind of study them, feel confident about their play, feel scared, he was telling me. Ooh, there comes a dagger, but finally a nice destroying from SexySoul. He does have his bottle, so he's in a good position right now. Zireael still working on some item. He's got 56 gold. He uses a scream, but the dagger is up there. SexySoul gonna trade harass with them. I think he's looking for the kill, but does not have any vision, does not want to chase. He is gonna be able to get this 4-minute rune top, SexySoul. And it's gonna be a fully refilled bottle. Salve and bottle on Zireael. There's a double damage waiting bottom if anybody wants to claim it. But SexySoul up to about 75% HP, 90% mana. Whereas Zireael's at 95% HP and like 15% mana. So in terms of attrition, SexySoul is now ahead. He has some nice stats. Almost a completed wand, Null Talisman, and Bottle. Whereas Zireael has a few of the same items, but oh, nice destroy from SexySoul. He also gets his dagger there. So at this point, like, this mana is so valuable for Zireael. And every dagger that he misses, there must be some pressure getting to him right now. Because he does not know how SexySoul plays. There's going to be a Blink Scream, and SexySoul is going to force him out of the lane. Looking for some last hits. Double damage going to be claimed here by Zireael. He's going to come back to the lane, but this gives SexySoul some time to last hit. He's up to 25 last hit, 15 denies. Whereas Zireael's up to 11 and 3. But he does have a double damage. He could make something happen. On the other hand, SexySoul does have level 6 and his Scream is available. He doesn't have that much mana, but if Zireael makes a mistake, he could end up giving away a kill. But at 100% HP, that's going to be pretty hard. There's going to be a dagger. Dagger trades. Both heroes just going to look to reset after that. I think it would have been nice if Zireael got some harassment damage, that double damage on Queen of Pain. But SexySoul blinked out quickly. It's now relatively quiet. Reset here. Both players gonna go for a rune. Looks like Zireael's the first to move out. He's gonna find an arcane rune bottom. But SexySoul is just gonna stay in the lane, play very consistent, and then head top for the bounty rune. But this is very interesting to note that the arcane rune is gonna reduce some cooldowns. It's also gonna do some mana cost if you choose to activate it. SexySoul with not that much mana. He's gonna be bottling up, looking to Bottle Crow shortly. Oh, but he does blink forward! Not enough mana, but he could have gotten the kill there if he had enough mana for the Scream. Arcane Rune activated from Zireael. He's looking for some counterplay. No dagger, he's gonna bottle up. SexySoul's gonna put his bottle on the courier, send it back to the base. But now with this Arcane Rune, can he make something happen? All his spells are at a discounted price. Some Black Friday prices. Except Black Friday doesn't, it's not as good as it used to be. Oh, there's gonna be a dagger. SexySoul too slow to react. I think he reacted fast enough. He was in the animation for a blink, but decided to cancel because he thought it was too late. So, very fast reactions instead of no reaction. Both players kind of resetting. There comes a dagger. And Magic Wand being popped. SexySoul in some trouble, but he's looking for a rune bottle, or he's looking for a full bottle refill rune combo. Whereas Zireael is pretty happy where he is right now. Gonna look for this top rune, refill his bottle. He's gonna find an Invis rune. He could make something happen with this, but SexySoul has been bottling up. He's gonna go bottom for the bounty rune here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gets the bounty rune. And not too much action right now. But that's the misleading part of Queen of Pain versus Queen of Pain and any other nuke heroes, is that it can seem very, you know, passive, but then there could be bursts at any time. SexySoul blinking in, throwing down a Scream, and putting his opponent, Zireael, down to under half health. But now Zireael has to respect the Scream, blink, whatever. They're both Screams, right? Sonic Wave, Scream combo. I don't like calling it Sonic Wave, it's just kind of weird. I mean, it's Sonic Wave, but she also screams. There's gonna be the ultimate, and SexySoul is gonna draw first blood. Wow, that was very fast. Yeah, so why do they call it Sonic Wave?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
She's screaming in both of these situations. Trying the fight recap. That's gonna be a huge paycheck to SexySoul. And also some experience too. If we look at the graphs, oh man, almost 10 minutes in, and these graphs getting crazy. Now SexySoul just gonna bottle up, reset. You know, enjoy his advantage for now. Ooh, but Zireael is looking to do some counterplay. Does some damage, but he might look for a kill here. SexySoul knows. He smells blood. Or how thirsty Zireael is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Illusion rune for Zireael. SexySoul grabs the bounty rune. Gonna be bottling up right there and then. So this is some opportunity for Zireael to do some tower damage if he wants to make the wave. Ops illusion. This is a catapult wave, so it's gonna be able to siege a tower in just a few seconds. This tower here is already banged up quite a bit. Lost 300 HP. Zireael using his illusions using some micro, kind of making it
Radiant
ambiguous to see which
are
hero is
fortified.
which. There's gonna be the fortify. SexySoul does not want to take that much damage against the catapult. Meanwhile, on the dire side, almost the same story. 100 HP more. But if nothing happens, this could be a match where a tower could be taken against Queen of Pain, which is interesting because we see some kills, high kill potential. But if you can force your opponent out of the lane and do some tower damage, that could be what Zireael's thinking right here. He has another null talisman. So 2 null talismans versus 3 null talismans. SexySoul does not want to lose the total null talisman battle, but he actually plays forward. This could be a huge disaster as SexySoul blows all of his spells and takes game number 1 with his Queen of Pain. Well done. We're going to get into the next game shortly. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'm Akutober. You're watching the SoloDotaCast. welcome back, everybody. We have game 2, SexySoul versus Zireael, losers bracket, finals. We're gonna see who takes it. SexySoul with a very nice Queen of Pain play. And now we have Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend once again. A little logo here.
Puck! Puck!
Puck, indeed. Wanted to go for Pudge.
Prepare for battle.
Alright. Game number 2. We have Zireael on the puck. With his Null Talisman and Tango build. On the dire side is SexySoul coming off of a win. Puck. With Null Talisman. 2 Iron Branches. Some friendly banter between both teams here. Checking out the puck. Who do you think is gonna win? SexySoul or Zireael? Who is must be under a lot of pressure. Whoever loses here is completely out of the tournament. The winner of this match is gonna move up to the winner's bracket to fight LSD. And I don't know if he has some sort of an advantage coming off of winners. But either way, the last match from LSD was just overwhelming. Took it in a very convincing fashion. There's the sound of the horn. As we're going to see who gets a really good block. SexySoul. Off to a good start. Almost leaking there. Catches it up. On the Radiant side. Nice block too. Doing pretty well here. Oh, he's gonna leak a melee creep. But so does SexySoul. And the positions are neutral. Now. Last hits. First last hit going to the way of SexySoul. Both players skilling phase shift first. Gonna use that phase shift to mitigate some of the right click damage. Oh, but SexySoul misses 2 phase shifts and takes 3 right clicks to the face. SexySoul now does not have that much of a life lead. Does not have a life lead at all. He's actually trailing behind. Nice disjoint there.
Behold!
Illusory Orb. SexySoul dodges. You know, both players are using Illusory Orb to kind of last hit. Trying to harass as well. But some very nicely timed phase shifts are going to change, you know, the course of the game. If you can phase shift some very important spells off, the nuke and the silence.
Puck out!
So I think SexySoul chose Puck here. Orb, nice dodge from SexySoul. And it's a battle of the last hits. There's a nice orb. He's gonna actually teleport forward to try to do some damage to blue. Zireael is gonna illusory over out. So this puck on puck action is very even, but in terms of last hits, kind of cute play right there. Phasing out. And Zireael's been doing very well on the denies. SexySoul is kind of trailing after him. Last hits, they're toe and toe. Tia! There's an orb, but he gets hit by it. And a silence as well. Oh, SexySoul could be in a lot of trouble! He's 1 right click away from dying! And there's first blood to the way of Zireael!
What's this? A fascinating substance.
Very well done. 500 gold and lag. Lag. Wow. What a kill! That was really good. Some issues though. We're gonna see what the admin thinks about that. Stay tuned, everybody. Just chill. Enjoy the scenery. Let me get you some nice close-ups. Fuck. Oh wow, that's fucking scary. Play some music. Ping looks like it has settled. So we're back in the game. The teleport scroll. SexySoul. You can't be too happy about that. I mean, if you die, you can't be happy, and if there's lag, you always feel like you could have done more. So SexySoul, gonna try to get back in this game with some solid play. Very close to a bottle, one last hit away. Zireael's gonna have his bottle ready. Empties it. He's gonna find an illusion rune top. SexySoul now. Pulling ahead in last hits. Dodging the orb with the phase shift, and it's very, very important that you use the phase shift correctly.
Don't mind me.
SexySoul was able to dodge an orb, but the silence really messed him up, resulted into that first blood. He does pick up the catapult, so SexySoul with the second win, grabbing a lot of last hits in here. The orb too. Just not letting that death phase him at all. It's like it didn't even happen. Oh, nice phase shift. It's gonna dodge the silence. SexySoul is gonna be thinking about trading hits, but there's a creep wave here. It's doing lots of damage. He throws out an illusionary orb, and he's gonna end up orbing behind him, but now he's on the low ground. Zireael is trying to throw an orb. He dodges it. SexySoul's in a lot of trouble. There's a silence, but there. 2-0. Game going to the way of Zireael. Good play from the puck. And we're going to look to be seeing the Game 3. Winner of this goes on to face LSD, and the loser is out, securing third place in this tournament. This is the Solo Dota Championships. I'm Akutober. Thanks for tuning in. My cursor has disappeared. There it was. Alright, I'm gonna queue up the loading screen, play some music, and we'll be back shortly.
Breathe me into the light. Slowly heal the darkness in my heart. I hear you now. A taste was all I needed. I feel your love, loud and clear to the end. I'll follow you to the end. It's you and me. I'll follow you to the end. I'll follow you to the end.
is not enough. We could burn like a flame through the atmosphere. Yeah. Starlight, it's calling us. Leave the ghosts of our past in the stratosphere. Oh yeah, yeah, it's calling us. It's calling us. It's calling us.
Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Akutober. You're watching the Solo Dota Championships, the 1v1 tournament hosted by Artemipo. He was the guy who got this all started. Be sure to check it out. Thinking about doing another tournament in the future, so stay tuned. This is it. Losers bracket final. We have Zireael versus SexySoul. Both players 1 game apiece. The loser is gonna go home with 3rd place, and the winner is gonna advance to face LSD in the grand final, which should come up shortly. And as always, game 3, Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend. Zireael is gonna stick with the Wraith Band 4 tangos, and it looks like SexySoul is gonna go Wraith Band 4 tangos as well. Very interesting. So, without any further ado, let me introduce our players. This is actually wrong. I have to kind of move it. There we go. On the dire side, we have, on his vanilla Shadow Fiend, Zireael coming off a win from the Puck versus Puck. On the Radiant side, we have SexySoul, who's been dominating the lower bracket. Hello there. Also on his vanilla Shadow Fiend. So who takes it? Who do you guys think will win?
30 seconds to battle.
Let me know. But this is it. A very tense moment before battle. The calm before the storm. Players both collecting their thoughts. How should I approach this game? Here comes the horn. Here we go. Game 3. SexySoul versus
The battle begins.
Zireael. Loser bracket finals. Nice block coming in from Zireael. SexySoul also getting a good block in there. Both players not budging one bit. A very, very good block from Zireael. This might favor him, but both players with good blocks. I'd say the position kind of favors Zireael. And this creep wave is gonna start migrating to the dire side because this range creep is still alive. But not for long. SexySoul misses a last hit there. But Zireael, last thing in the tower, he's having trouble. Low attack damage, 47 versus SexySoul's 55. SexySoul now has 3 souls under his belt. Throwing down the raise to get last hits he can't reach without taking some damage. And Zireael gets his first last hit in. The position of this creep is going to delay Zireael's creep, and he's also blocking the creep wave on top of that. Very impressive. This creep wave is going to favor SexySoul a little bit, but if it wasn't for that block, this creep wave would be on top of SexySoul's cliff right now, the high ground. Oh, SexySoul with a little bit of harass, gets a right click in there. Tangos being eaten. Sad day for trees. Throws down a raise. I don't think that hit much. He also gives Zireael a last hit there. But SexySoul in a dominating lead right now. 10 souls, 8 last hits, 2 denies. Zireael down to 2 last hits, 0 denies. Throwing a raise, but SexySoul puts a very nice deny. Gets a counter raise of his own, raising all over the place. Cleans up an entire creep wave, and SexySoul looking very strong, very dominant. Zireael is going to try to throw down some raises to get back in the game. But he's a little behind. He's got some catching up to do. Focusing on his bottle. Zireael's got 400 gold stocked up. And SexySoul already has his bottle. Next day delivery. It is here. And this is one of the milestones of a 1v1. Who gets their bottle first? And SexySoul has so much damage that, you know, last hitting is much easier it is for him than Ms. Zireael. And on top of that, he's going to get a 2-minute rune. I think this is the first where I saw the 2-minute rune getting picked up with a bottle. It's a very fast bottle. He's going to haste up, throw down a raise to mess up the creep wave. He actually went down the low ground to miss for a little bit, but man, SexySoul is just looking very solid on this creep wave right here. Almost level 5, that's going to be a level 3 raise. He also goes down to grab the bot rune, the bot bounty rune with his haste. And oh man, I think Zireael is getting some flashbacks of when he fought LSD. This is looking kind of like it. That last time it was because he didn't have regen. He has the regen this time, but he's just getting out last hitted despite his very good creep wave management. Changing the creep wave equilibrium to be very good. But SexySoul he got the advantage. He got the last hits in, and he's building up those souls. 7 souls to 22. SexySoul also has a magic stick ready to get picked up. Zireael is still not have his bottle 4 minutes in. He is just living off welfare right now. Oh, he gets a raise in the face. SexySoul puts a beautiful pressure on this tower. Gets a deny even. So this is going to pressure the tower, and he's free to move around the map. Grab a bounty rune. That's going to push him to level 6. While Zireael is barely level 5. Just getting his bottle right now. Ground shipping. And this is where I've seen SexySoul play. I've seen him play like 3 times. He uses his raises very efficiently. For the most part. But now he has boots, bottle tangle, wraithband, 22 souls, Aquila. He does this thing where he skills 1 point presence to the Dark Lord. At first I thought it was a mistake, but now it's very clear that it is a choice. And he's using it to basically apply pressure to this creep wave. These creeps have minus armor, so physical attacks do much more damage. And it's just very confusing for your opponent to just like match the tempo of the armor change of Aquila and also presence of the Dark Lord. It's also really good for harassment too. SexySoul has 7 armor, while Zireael only has 3 armor. And during that presence, he only has like 1 armor. And SexySoul being very dominant here. Throwing down a raise for a last hit plus harassment. Very, very efficient here. It's coming up to 6 minutes, but SexySoul is out of mana. Just as I say that, he gets his bottle delivered. Magic wand and all. Still 2 tangos to boot on top of that. Zireael in some trouble here. 12 last hits, 2 denies. Going for the bot rune. 6 minutes. But this is a regen. If he gets this rune quick enough, he can reset. Oh, man. Very well done.
Dire's middle tower.
And he gets a
is under
haste rune on
attack.
top of that. But being absent for the lane means SexySoul can come in here and do a lot of tower damage. Glyph hasn't been popped. It's down to about 700 HP. Almost down to half now. And oh man, just from that one maneuver, there is so much pressure on Zireael. He can't leave his lane for too often. He does pop the haste. He's chasing after SexySoul. I think he was looking for the rune. But SexySoul beat him to it. SexySoul throwing down some raises, clearing the wave, 1 creep left, gets raised, but now this is some more pressure on the tower. He can apply a couple last hits if he wants to, but it looks like he's just gonna play it safe. He's more interested in keeping his mana pool healthy. Zireael, on the other hand, finally gets a flying courier, and he's investing in the bottle crow. He's saying, alright, I can't leave my lane too much. If I do, my tower is just gonna get punished. And that's where this value point and presence of the Dark Lord over like an ultimate is very, very good in terms of pushing and controlling the wave. And it looks like Zireael is also going to do the same thing, putting a point in the presence. I don't think at this point nobody's going to skill Requiem of Souls, although we did see a game a couple of hours ago where someone built Glimmer Cape, had 2 points in Requiem and tried for a style play. And if he didn't try for that, he could be in one of these spots right now. But this tower damage is insane, down to 580 HP. SexySoul now completed his power treads, tangoing up, and Zireael is just pushed to the limit. This is it. I think whoever wins this game is gonna give LSD a hard time. Both players playing their hearts out. This is Dota right here. This is the 1v1. With all the heart. SexySoul. Harassment. Last hit denies. Arcane rune. Bounty rune for Zireael. And back to it. Players are gonna sort of reset, but in terms of attrition, Zireael's in a little bit of trouble. And SexySoul with a discount raise. Gets a nice double raise, clears the wave completely, and now it's up to Zireael to try to keep this tower from taking too much damage. A beautiful double raise, and SexySoul is actually taking a lot of damage. They're going at it! Oh my god, SexySoul with the first blood! 56 HP, magic wand barely keeps him alive. Very well played. He has a cloak now. And he's looking for something. He's looking for the rune, but it's not going to be there. Zireael. Not happy. Calling GG early? And that's it. Huh.
Radiant victory.
Congratulations to SexySoul. Takes it 2-1 over Zireael. He's going to move up to face LSD in the grand final of the Solo Dota Championship. I'm Akutober. Thanks guys for stopping by. We're going to have that game up for you real shortly. I'm going to cue the music. Grab a bite and get ready for the grand final. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna be just a few minutes, maybe like 10 minutes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Tell your friends about the stream, and there will be more tournaments in the future. So stay tuned.